Deuteronomy 7:9. Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is faithful, keeping his covenant of love to 1,000 generations of those who love him and keep his commands. Psalm 86 verse 5. You are forgiving and good, O Lord, abounding in love to all who call you. Romans 5:8. But God demonstrates his own love for us, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. 1 John 4 verse 7 to 10. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed his love amongst us. He sent his one and only Son into the world that we might live through him. This is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us. And he sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for us. God is love. That is not the thing you see in the movies. It's not the thing you see in the movies. At best, the thing you see in the movies that represents love is an simile of what love could potentially perhaps be. But the genuine aspect of love that God's got for you is something that's completely different and you can't even capture. Human love between people is not the same as the love that God has for you. Don't ever try and say that it's the same. I don't think we can possibly understand it. One day we will. But actually, God loves us in a totally different way. Sometimes that's called covenant love. It's love with every bit of promise. It's permanent and it encapsulates every single part of everything that God is and does for you. Love is God and God is love. That's what that verse says. The two things are exactly the same. So you can't expect to love like God unless you are God. Equally, God can't do anything different than love because he is God. So God just loves you all the time. All he does is because of love. All he asks of us is because of love. All of his plans and his purposes for you are because of love. All of the commands he asks us to keep are because of love. All the principles that he wants us to live by are because of love. You getting how this goes? Everything that God has planned and purposed for you is because of love. Often it's described as the relentless love of God. That means he can't stop doing it and he can't enable it. He can't do anything different than just love us and want to pour out for us and want something incredible for us. You can never, ever escape God's love. You know, people have said, how high and how wide is the love of God? Well, actually, no, it's just going to get you because there's no escape from it. It's impossible. We can't even begin to think what it is. It's there and we can't do anything about it. It's because God is love and God loves us. So how do you live your life based on the fact that God, the God of heaven and earth, loves you? Because when we truly understand that, that's going to change something in how you live your life today, tomorrow, and every single day. And if you've understood that at one level, start to have a think of it again. The relentless love of God loves you. Wow, that's just awesome.